guys to Motherloading. Today we're thrilled to be joined by Faye, the founder of Epidermic Clinic in Altrincham, a true expert in helping women feel like the best version of themselves. Epidermic Clinic has been nominated for the Best Non-Surgical Facelift 2025 award. That is incredible. Well done, Faye.
Thank you.
Faye, the founder, has been shortlisted for the Best Aesthetic Practitioner Rising Star Award as well.
And Entrepreneur of the Year in Beauty and Aesthetics Awards, underscoring her emerging influence and entrepreneurial success in the industry. In this episode, we're talking about the world of treatments, tweakments, and all the overwhelm that comes with it. Because let's be honest, most of us are tired, juggling a million things, and we really want to look like ourselves, but a rested, refreshed version. Faye shares her insights on how to navigate the beauty and wellness world thoughtfully, without pressure or perfection, so you can feel confident, natural, and like you at your best. Faye, we're so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
Also,
that made me sound so impressive. Like
You are impressive.
Thank you.
So when
that
I
was
pitched
cute.
this episode to Mish, she was like, I don't know what value I can bring because like I don't really get much done. And I was like, please can we do it?
Please can we off it?
Because I am so obsessed. Even as a young child, I had, the internet wasn't there. So I had stacks and stacks and stacks of magazines. And I always bought the one that had the like top 100 products and like
Same.
I was just obsessed. And amongst my friends, and I don't think we're a fickle bunch, it is a big time conversation.
So would you be one of the young girls now that are at P. Louise? Is that what
Huh?
it's called?
Pia Louise.
What's Pia Louise?
Oh my goodness, right. So she's actually from my ends, Staley
right.
Bridge, and she's done so well. She's got this like Barbie pink studio thing where she sells like
It's like cosmetics
Yeah.
for young girls, basically. Like creams and makeup and stuff like
but
that.
she has a
Exciting.
cafe. She has like
Looks
this.
like pretty little
Oh
thing.
no,
It's
I
incredible.
haven't, but I'm definitely going to.
Because Elle's probably too small.
Yeah, Elle's
yet.
probably too small, and the older girls, like they know more about skin products and treatments.
This
than I
scares
do.
me. This
Yeah.
scares me because my daughter is so into all that stuff, and she's already way ahead of me. She's 4, like literally. But I was that girl where I was asking for Eve Lom at like 15, which is like 100 quid a pop. My dad's like, no. But yeah, I don't know. I'm obsessed with skincare, all things skincare.
So is that you're a mum of 3,
Yes.
and tell us how you got into this world and like what life is like for you in general.
Life is mental. Absolutely mental.
I mean, you had 3 kids. I'm like, we said this before. Anybody after 2, they need their head checked.
Yeah, seriously, like, so I've got a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 4-year-old. On the way here, school rang me to say that Heath had said the word F-U-C-K.
You can say fuck on this podcast.
Okay, fuck. And he's 4. And like me and my husband were like, oh my God, we've failed as parents. Like, this is because we've had 3 children. So yeah, it's really hard. But I was pregnant, had 3 back-to-back pregnancies, love skincare and love Botox. And when I couldn't have Botox, I created my own skincare line, which was all about not using retinol and all this stuff. And then when I wasn't pregnant, I was like, I need to get back into the injectables. Hence where we are today.
Well, it's interesting you should say that about the creating your own product for when you couldn't have the injectables, because there's a lot of fear about kind of like looking frozen or looking kind of too done. So tell us a little bit more about your product and any other things around like how you can ensure that the treatments that women are getting will, like Botox and fillers, but will still look kind of natural. That's where I'm at. I'm not injectable yet. I'm a bit too scared, so I just...
So what is the fear? Because I think that's the most important thing, is to understand what the fear is. Because I had a lady the other day who's a stylist. She's gorgeous. Shout out to her. She told me to wear green today, so I'm wearing green.
I love it. I love it, by the way. When you came in, I was like, you look amazing. It's definitely your colour.
But she said, she came to me and she was like, I had baby Botox, which is basically Botox, by the way, but just little amounts. And she was
lovely.
like, but I don't know, like I still look tired. And I'm like, yeah, because you just need Botox. Yeah. And I'm like, what are you afraid of? And she's like, well, I just don't want to be frozen. And it's like, well, you might be for a couple of weeks and you might hate it for a couple of weeks. And then you're going to be like, I fucking love this. And you're going to be like, thank you so much. So like, sometimes it's about understanding what the fear is, because I'm not going to, make you look ridiculous,
Yeah.
but you might just need to go through a couple of weeks where you've got a few bruises, you are not quite settled yet. It's all about kind of understanding what each person wants to achieve.
Yeah.
I think I was saying on the way here to Nikki, both my sisters get all the treatments, all the tweakments, and they're constantly saying, "Mish, you really need to start this process." And I think I wouldn't say it was a fear. Like, I'm apprehensive because I think, because I'm so used to how my face looks now, if I was to start the journey of Botox, when it wears off, I'll think I'll look like shit. Whereas now, I'm happy with how much. Well, I'm all right. Like, my skin's
gorgeous.
fine. I've got some wrinkles here and there, but I'm like, no, I'm all right with it. But then make me look better, and I'll always want to keep up with that version of me.
So,
which I think is like time and money, and it's like committing to a series that you think, oh, it's fucking 20
But it is
episodes.
a commitment. But it is a commitment, and this is what I was saying to Michelle in the car.
yeah.
And maybe you might think otherwise. You're not wearing a ball dress that for the one time you're going to the ball. This is a long-term maintenance program, right? And you go to the gym because you want your body to look good. You stop going to the gym, your body changes. That's the same with when you're doing certain tweakments and treatments. Yeah. And we talked about, it's definitely obviously debatable because of cost. And then you get into the situation where people are going to cheap practitioners that do a bad job. And then that's when people look like shit sometimes, right?
Yeah.
I say that bluntly, but you know what I mean. So maybe it's the balance of, and maybe we should take a step back to talk about treatments versus tweakments. What's out there? Like, what do you do? We've got Botox, fillers, exozymes, polynucleotides. I don't even think I said that right. And I am a big believer in the long-term maintenance with a nice little layer of the short-term fixes.
Yeah.
So
that's basically where everything's going. So nobody now wants to look done. People are kind of against like huge lips now and frozen Botox and all those kind of things, and I'm seeing that more and more. So regenerative, like I like to call it skin biohacking, which is basically where you're using your body's own systems to basically get the best out of your skin. So that's the kind of stuff that you, Michelle, would probably love, like microneedling, for example. Like, that's something where if you're never going to have Botox, I would say, okay, but have microneedling. Because to me, aesthetics is not do something or do nothing. There is a middle ground that people don't know about yet, which is like, okay, there are things that involve injectables like skin boosters and those kind of things that aren't Botox and filler, which, by the way, there is nothing wrong with Botox and filler because my face is full of it. And like, I wouldn't feel like myself if I didn't have those things. And that is the truth. Like, that's why I'm so passionate about it, because it's given me a level of confidence and all of my clients a level of confidence that they wouldn't have had if they didn't have like a 15-minute shot of Botox or, you know, a full face rejuvenation, because filler is as simple as hyaluronic acid. It's already present in our body. It is not what people think it is. It's just been possibly in the wrong hands, overused, and people wanted a different thing like 10 years ago. They wanted to look different, and now people just want to look the same.
Yeah.
But a little bit fresher, a little bit better, a little bit more confident. And
I have never known anybody who doesn't love their Botox. And the only people I know who hasn't, or potentially they look overdone, they've just gone to the wrong person.
I've seen plenty of people.
And there's just too many people out there that, and correct me if I'm wrong, that can get just certificates online, have no idea what they're doing. Like, how does somebody who's stepping into this world, I think you get recommendations now from friends, but what should you be looking out for? How do you, as a practitioner, think about skill and safety and all of that?
So Botox is a hard one because you're not allowed to advertise Botox.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's the only one. You can advertise anything else that you want. Filler, exosomes, polynucleotides. You cannot advertise Botox.
Why?
I don't know. But if you put the word Botox on Instagram, you will get banned.
Wow, I did not know that.
So I can see why, but it's like, if you're going to do that for everything, because it doesn't make sense. So you'll know now, you'll notice, yeah, you're right, I don't see many
Yeah,
before and afters of Botox.
Now that you've said it.
So normally with most things I'd say, look at people's before and afters, see if that's the kind of thing. With Botox, you kind of can't do that because you'll see people call it anti-wrinkle or other things or tox or whatever. So it's kind of hard because you can't really see before and afters. So recommendation is a good one. Ask people where they've trained. But if you are seeing Botox for anything less than £200, it's not real Botox because it costs such a lot. You've got prescriber fees. It's expensive to buy. You've got to get it from a pharmacy because it's prescription only. So it is an expensive thing for the practitioner to do. And then they need to be skilled as well on top of that because there is an art to it. Like Botox is an art. This, it's not just upper face, lower face. There's so many different things that you can do. I won't bore you with it. But like you've got to kind of do your due diligence because it's not as straightforward as just whacking in a bit of Botox.
Talking about, and that's really good advice, thank you. Talking about the name Botox, this came up in a conversation amongst friends recently. We just say Botox, like, do you know, I was going to use an example, I can't remember now, but actually that's the name of the brand, the specific brand, and actually they're called other things.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine was saying that if it says injectables on a services menu, then it's not Botox, and actually it isn't as good, it doesn't last as long. Is that true? Like, are there other brands?
There's truth.
Should we be asking about what brand someone's using?
Yes, because there's only 3 brands at the actually no, now there's 4, I tell a lie, in the UK that is legal.
Okay.
There are Korean brands which are actually not that bad, but they're not the legal brands in the UK. So it's true and it's not true because if people say anti-wrinkle, they might be trying to get around the advertising rules.
Okay.
However, yes, some people will advertise anti-wrinkle and it might be a Korean brand, which doesn't have the safety back in that the UK ones. So there's Botox Allergen, there's Bocacure, and there's Azalor, and they're the 3 main brands that you should be making sure that your practitioner is using.
There's Scrotox, where guys can get Botox in their scrotum.
Why would they care?
I just don't even...
To make it tighter and make the balls lift a bit.
Oh, stop it.
Did you not? Yeah.
I know you can get vaginal Botox.
Yeah. What is that to make your lips tighter?
It's actually, I think it's for orgasm. It's to make orgasm.
So...
Make it better.
If your vagina was a bit wrinkly, I mean, I'm 44, like, would it...
No, because there's vaginal filler.
Ah, right.
So when we lose some volume, which is what happens in our face, if our, what are we calling them on this podcast?
Are we saying vulvas? Vaginas?
Lips. Let's call them lips.
Let's call them lips.
If they lose volume, we can give them some volume back with some vaginal filler.
Right. Do you do vaginal filler?
I don't because, quite frankly, I just don't want to. But however, if I needed it, I would have it.
Totally would.
If I wanted it, if I needed it,
well, let's have a little chat about filler, because that's the thing. I think, everyone has become much more open about Botox and being like, is the coat... Yeah. Sorry, I'm not speaking properly. But filler, I think... is still a little bit taboo, and people are becoming people are becoming more open about like lip filler, lip flips, blah blah blah.
That it's taboo,
I know, but what you talk a lot online about Sculptra as a filler. So talk us through the various types of fillers and what they can be good at. And like, say for someone like me, I worry about filler because I have a very round face. But I'm very much down in my cheeks. So like my jawline, chin area down here, I hate. So then I used to think about putting filler up on my cheeks, but then I worried I just looked like a chipmunk. So like, talk us through just fillers and tell me what I need to do.
It scares me. I think it just gets so misused and like people just do it to excess. And I just think, when you see someone on TV, like on your toes and all that, and I'm just like, your face is crazy, full of filler, man, and you look weird.
Crazy, look weird. So filler, the way that I use it is replacing volume. So it's not trying to create anything crazy.
Right.
You know, sometimes I'll use it where, say if you are your face looks very drawn, I'll go a bit more laterally because that will give you a bit of a lift.
Right.
But generally speaking, I try and just give you back volume that has been lost. And you're not going to get that through any other means than dermal filler. Okay?
And do you find that, sorry to interrupt you.
No.
Do you find that because you're doing it for people who've lost volume in their face, that it's older women that are coming to you for that, or younger girls?
I think sometimes when you're much older, it's too late because the collagen and everything is gone. So you're almost better doing it a bit earlier, not in your 20s, but maybe mid-30s, whenever, as a preventative, right?
Yeah, agree. And it really varies, and a lot of it is down to genetics. Sometimes there'll be people who come to me in their 20s and I'll be like, yeah, no, I see that you've got volume loss. Like, it's fine because we start losing collagen from our 20s.
Right.
20.
Wow.
Really?
I know, it's crazy.
That's wild.
I know. So, people in the 20s, people in the 30s, when you're a little bit older, like you say, it can have gone too far. Sculpture isn't a filler. It's poly-L-lactic acid. It's the same stuff that's in dissolvable stitches. It's, again, one of those biostimulators. It creates a bit of an inflammatory response, so collagen comes to the surface, and it is less kind of obvious than fillers, but it's good if you don't want to go down that filler route.
Right. I'm intrigued. I'm getting tempted.
So
I'll have my baby and I'll be like.
So I'm actually in with Faye on Monday.
How are you?
But but I feel like it's going to be like, you know, when you go to Primark or Zara and you're like, I'm going in for one thing, and you come out 200, 300 quid down. I'll go in for a bit of Botox.
I know, yeah.
And be like, I'm getting sculpture, I'm getting this.
I know.
My sister will say yes, honestly, to anything. She goes in for like a lip flip and she'll come out. I remember her sending me a picture. She was like, check out my nose. And she turns inside. She's had like, because she hates her nose because she thinks it's like a hook. It's not. She gets filler in it to make it look straight, and then she went, and I got some threads.
Oh my
God.
Okay. This is how, when people are scared, how I feel about when I've gone to any practitioner for a treatment or a tweakment is if I almost test them. Like if I go in and I'm like, give me more mils, give me this. If they say, no, I'm not going to do that. And if you want that, go somewhere else. I'm like, right, I'm in the right place. If people are agreeing to everything you're asking for, you're probably in the wrong place, and then you can look overdone.
Yeah.
Completely agree with that. It's so important. Like, I say to people, they come in and they go, I just want my nasos done. And it's like, okay, but why have you got nasos? It's because you've lost volume here. So actually you don't need this. You need some cheek, you know. So it's about knowing the anatomy. And if someone doesn't know the anatomy, how can they properly kind of help you? And, you know, you're not an expert in the anatomy of the face. So you don't necessarily know what you need. You know what you hate, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And hate's a strong word. I hate when people hate things.
Yeah.
But it's true. Like, I had someone come in the other day and she was like, I've booked in for a consultation because I don't know what I want, but I just want to look pretty. And I'm like, oh, and she was gorgeous.
So that's an internal. Do you talk a lot? I bet your clinic is almost like a therapy room as well, because so much of confidence,
especially when you know
inside.
me as well, because I'm so like, sit down. What's
happening? If I went into you and I just kind of said, right, I'm here for a consultation, I just want to look better, would you be able to? I'd be like, what are you going to do to me? I'd love that. I'd love to, like, what would you do to me?
I'm like looking at you now.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on.
Maybe you're better with me because you're actually like, you've got gorgeous structure and gorgeous skin. I'm less structure.
For you and where you're at and everything you've actually said, so listening to how you feel, I'd probably just do a skin booster.
Well, you did my skin last Christmas and I was glowing like a fucking Christmas bauble for like 3 weeks. Because do you remember you were like, what's your
I feel like it would not have
routine?
taken a lot because like you didn't do anything at that time.
Well, I was thinking of you last night actually, Faye, as I was making my own little mixture in my hand of baby shampoo for my face and some exfoliating scrub for the body. And
scrub.
For the body.
It was like
for the body.
I was just making my own
on her
mix
face.
and I was like, thinking about you.
So you're causing so much damage to
I know,
your
but
little
you're
face.
one of those bitches that
Yes,
I
know.
You genetically have beautiful skin, and it really doesn't matter.
It's from my mum's side,
Yeah.
that, because they all look like my mum's hardly lined and she's like mid-70s. My nana's skin was beautiful and she passed away at
It's not
96,
fair.
97.
So wrinkles, deep wrinkles aren't really my problem. And I have them. It's the elasticity of my skin. And like I've got quite open pores and just that like orange peel, that crepey kind of skin. And like
Your skin is absolutely beautiful.
I think so.
but it's in certain lights. And this brings me back to the boosters. So when boosters came out, I was all over it. I was like, this is what I need. I had Profilo done and we probably should be saying that. I'm not going to answer what Profilo is.
So it's this type of skin booster. It's hyaluronic acid, but it's not cross-linked. So it's like it's in the family of filler, but it spreads through your face like an injectable skincare.
Oh, right.
So it's like a big super duper moisturizer.
It's a super duper, but it's the trendy. It was the inverted trendy thing to do. It is expensive. It's 500 quid, right? You have to get it done over 2 months, and then it says that it gives you this like from inside out glow, plump, etc. The first time I got it done, I definitely noticed a difference, and I thought my skin was lovely. It was subtle, but it didn't last that long. And for 500 quid, I was like, unless I was getting married again, which is not in the near future, I wouldn't be bothered my arse.
Profilo's great, but there are other better things that I would be spending £500 on.
Like what?
Sculptra.
Right, okay.
Sculptra's incredible. You'd probably be better having Sculptra and like a kind of less well-known brand than Profilo, because Profilo is the brand name and people are expecting too much of Profilo when what it really is a skin booster. Whereas something like Sculptra is going to literally lift your face.
Yeah, and I need that down here.
People call it a facelift in a bottle, and it is, quite frankly.
I feel like we'll record Monday and I'm going to put money on it that I will have booked a Sculptra session.
I know.
By the end of it, I'm going to put money on it.
I had Sculptra on, what day did I have it on? Monday. Like, it's not, it takes 6 weeks. But you can't tell I've had anything done.
No, not at all. What would you recommend? So I don't normally bruise. I was just unlucky at some stages. What I have noticed is key things for me is I definitely have to watch my alcohol intake around the time of getting anything because of the inflammation. I definitely don't do anything around my period. And I do take arnica actually sometimes. Are they the kind of 3 things you would say, or what would be your advice to people prepping pre and after care?
I think just expectation. Like,
right, okay.
Honestly, there's so many things that you can and can't do, but the reality is that if you have it done immediately after, go home, cold compress, it's the best thing that you can do. All the other stuff kind of yes and no.
Okay. So let's go back to like treatments a little bit more. Because again, the Tweakments may not be for everybody. Talk us through your favorites, not only in clinic, but actually what you could be doing at home too. Like I've one of the current body LEDs and I know, and I got it as a present because I was like, I swore I would use it every night and it's just collecting dust. And sometimes Al's like, Mommy, put your robot mask on again. And I just do it like to scare her. But, and I will maybe, I was saying to you in the car, do a month like recording before and after. Yeah. Talk us through like in clinic and at home stuff.
Okay. At home thing, if you're not using a retinol, you should be using a retinol.
Okay.
You should be using not now, as soon as the baby's out, but not a retinol with an O, a retinol with an A.
I have one of those. A friend of mine gave me the French brand.
So basically, so there's a whole family of retinoids, and basically the one with an A, it's retinaldehyde, and basically it's much better tolerated by the skin. So what you often find is people have tried a retinol and been like, I was dead red, it destroyed my skin barrier, I don't want to use it. But actually a retinol is much better tolerated and it gives you that gorgeous glow. It basically increases cell turnover and it's going to stop all your fine lines, wrinkles. It's
a cream?
Incredible. Yeah,
it's a cream.
There's loads of different brands, but I like one called Skin Better Science, but it's spenny.
So that Skin Better Science, I've heard a lot of great things about, but very spenny.
How spenny?
Oh, very spenny.
200 quid.
For how much?
I cloned it.
I might do that.
And why that one? So you do think the retinols, you know, the way some people would say, don't get sucked into marketing with skincare. It's all the same. Would you say actually with the retinols, spend money on that, and then you don't need to spend maybe as much on cleanser or moisturizer?
Yeah. So cleanser, moisturizer, don't waste your money. Like, just simple, like, as long as moisturizer, yeah, a little bit more, because if it's got ceramides in it, it's going to protect your skin barrier. But basically, retinol is where you should be spending your money.
One of the reasons people are nervous about doing retinol is that your skin goes flaky and all this. Does that happen, or is it maybe a month?
That's a retinol.
That is a
retinol with an O. If you've got sensitive skin, you need a retinol, which is like one step further down the chain, and it's basically much better tolerated. You can use it near enough every day, and you won't get. I mean, I use it pretty much every day.
Your skin's very glowy.
Yeah, very glowy. And do you use acids and stuff with that? So if you're doing a retinol, should you be removing any other exfoliant or like salicylic acid? I could be saying I am definitely saying these
salicylic shampoos.
But I think people go active crazy. People are asking genuinely. I have a client who comes in and she's like, ChatGPT, love what you did last time with my face. What it's saying I need now is this. And I'm like, okay, like, so people are asking ChatGPT for skincare regimes, and then they're layering it on, and their skin is.
They don't know their skin, do they?
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
But it's happening.
I cannot believe AI is. I thought this was the one part of the world it was not.
No. Honestly, like, so strip it back. Like, there are things that you need actives for. If you've got really congested skin, salicylic acid. A good one that no one knows about is azelaic acid. So if you've got really red skin, sensitized, rosacea, azelaic, but try not to go too down all the actives.
Yeah,
like, you don't
just keep
need
it simple. Good cleansing, your retinol, moisturizer, and an SPF.
Yeah, because it's very, for me, who uses baby shampoo and baby lotion on her face, this is like a minefield. This is like a man going into a wedding dress shop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for me,
I think
it's quite overwhelming. The amount of info and the amount of
that's why I think it's better going to someone like Faye rather than go down a Google rabbit hole. And you AI. Going, actually, a simple routine will do well for you. Like, I remember going in somewhere and I was looking for a skincare routine, and I thought I was going in with a list of, I need vitamin C, I need this, I need hyaluronic acid, blah, 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 blah. And they were like, actually, we're going to strip it back. Your skin is super sensitive at the moment. And they gave me just 3 basic products.
Would you say that, so for someone who's just about to have a baby, right? I'm not really going to be up to much. I mean, my skincare routine is dire as it is. Not down to laziness, just probably down to just because I don't know an awful lot about it. Would you say the retinol is the way to go if I'm just looking for something to just whack on and feel better and feel glowy and less shit?
Yeah, and I think if you're not the type of person who wants loads of injectables, retinol. Like, it's going to get rid of all your fine lines.
Okay.
It's incredible.
We're cornering this.
Do you have a recommendation of a slightly cheaper version of retinol?
Medicate.
Medicate. That. Oh, I heard that one is
Crystal
good.
Retinol. Start with number 3.
Okay.
There's 3, 5, 10, I think. Right. I don't know. It goes up to 10. Don't start with 10. But yeah, it's a really good one. It's really entry level, but it's a retinol.
Okay. Can we just turn the page a little bit and move away from, turn the page. Let's move down the body, I should say, from the face to overall body. And
can we firm the tits?
Yeah. We could be here all day talking about everything, but we're all mums, right? So the one thing that I think we talk about a lot and with our friends is the mum tum. And for me, I didn't get stretch marks from either one of my kids. I think a lot of that is genetics, but I do have the crepey skin. So my belly button just kind of hangs over. I had 2 C-sections, so I've got the shelf. But generally, like, I'm going to the gym, and nothing helps the skin elasticity. Any recommendations for that?
I think, so first of all, we've not touched on a lot of machines, but there's some amazing machines. You mentioned you did
Morpheus 8.
Morpheus 8, yeah. So for your tummy, HIFU's really good. Have you heard of HIFU?
Yeah, I've heard of HIFU. You can do that on your face too.
Yeah, you can use HIFU on your face. So that's skin tightening. And then things like Profilo, but there's like a Profilo body version for crepey tummies. Really, really good. There's a brand that I'm bringing over from Italy called Opera. That's incredible. And that is specifically for tightening your tummy. But again, it's like these things can become really expensive.
Yeah.
So it's about
prioritizing
what's important to you. Like for me, my tummy looks fucked, but I don't care because I care about how my face looks, because to be honest, I've given up.
Yeah.
I've given up on most things from like the belly button down. So I'm just focusing on here, and this is where I spend my money.
Yeah.
So,
and that's it. It's about prioritizing. There's no such thing as perfection, and we're not encouraging perfection.
No.
We're encouraging people to just be comfortable in their skin in whatever context that looks. It could be baby wipes and like your boyfriend's moisturizer. We just want to open up the conversation that if people are doing
but it can't be baby wipes though.
But it can't be baby wipes. But we're just trying to open up the conversation on educating people and understanding, and for people to know about these treatments and tweakments a little bit more, because it's talked about so much. Just going back to the machinery, let's talk about that for a few minutes. Maybe everyone's experience is different, but I just want to say to listeners, I did Sculpt for my stomach.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do anything because it was working on the muscles.
Yes.
Not the skin.
Right.
So, and I didn't get any six pack. Like I didn't really know for how much again that it cost. I did not notice a difference.
I think this is the thing about this whole industry world. There are treatments out there that don't work. And if you come to my clinic, everything on there is something I've tried or I know that's worked. I've not invested heavily in a load of machines. I've got a few machines that I know work.
Which ones are your faves?
So HIFU, really
Should I buy them?
yeah. RF
Make room for me in the
microneedling.
diary.
You're in.
Sorry, HIFU. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, HIFU, microneedling, RF microneedling, plasma is a good one.
Right, we're going to finish off, Faye, with some
Okay.
quick fire, fun wrap-up questions.
Yeah.
So we're going to start. I'll start with the first one.
Okay.
What treatment do you think would you recommend that is underrated? One treatment.
Sculpture.
Okay.
Definitely getting that.
Noted. Go on, Nikki.
Sorry. I'm just sitting here thinking about me with
She's
Sculpture.
like, so I'll
you
have
won't know
Sculpture
me in
and
the
then
next
this
few pods. A beauty myth you wish more women knew the truth about.
Don't use face wipes.
I use baby wipes.
You know Caroline Hirons? Do you know Caroline Hirons?
Yeah.
She is the queen. She is just the queen. She says face wipes are only for fannies. And
So just one set of lips.
yes, just
I
Just
love
for freshening up the fanny.
fanny wipe.
I love a fanny wipe. Although you can overcomplicate refreshing your vagina, because I remember when I was a lot younger and I was like, oh my God, like I don't want my vagina to smell. And I went and got stuff like the Femme Fresh stuff. My pH was knocked well off, and I'm just like, you know
Really?
what? Just leave the fanny alone.
Oh, I like that, the Femme Fresh wash in the shower.
Oh, mine
only
doesn't
because
like
I
it.
don't like coconut oil wash down there and all the
No.
toxins and stuff.
Yeah, I just don't put anything directly on her.
you're not
just
meant
let the
to,
water
are you?
just
But I
go
do like a bit of
down.
Femme Fresh.
But you like
I
a
have
bit
to
of
say.
Femme
Where do you see the future of aesthetic treatments going?
So I think it's kind of quiet luxury. So a lot of the things that I'm doing in clinic are, has she, hasn't she? She looks good. She looks fresh.
That's what I want.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. It's not done. It's not lips. People are having lips done, but they want a different style.
Yeah.
It's
the
a
duck
lot
thing.
of sort of kind of, she looks really fresh.
Yeah, this is what I love that.
Yeah.
Like, you look really nice. Like,
Yeah.
what have you done different?
Guilt is a huge reason why people do or don't come. And one of the biggest reasons that I hear are people who have said for years they're not going to do anything and they change their mind. I think I said that to you the other day. And it's fine to change your mind. And you don't listen to other people. Like, I kind of have a story I want to tell, but it involves my mother-in-law. So I'm like, do I tell this story?
Tell it, and then if you
But
change your mind, we'll cut it out.
she was always like anti anything. And then when I was trained, she was like, oh, I'm going to have filler. And as I was doing it, I was sort of explaining to her, I was like, this is what it'll be. And she was like, oh yeah, it's fine. I've been doing it for years. And I'm like, what? You've been doing it for years. You've been telling us like not to have it. So like just listen to people, but also understand that you are you do you. I have people who are kind of semi well-known that I treat, and they tell people they don't have anything done. So take everything with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Like, just do what you feel is right for you.
I mean, Lindsay Lohan trying to say.
I think she's had Sculptra.
I reckon she's had a full-blown facelift.
I think she's had
That's
Sculptra.
To say, I mean, what did she say? She said it's all from deep breathing and meditation. But then I really respect Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner looks freaking amazing. And like, okay, her face may not match her body, but like, who cares? And obviously she had a good structural face
gorgeous,
to begin with, to be able to do that. But she came out, she owned it, she looks amazing. I'm like, good for you. Good for you. It's the people that try and bullshit us by going, no, I've had nothing done. That is so frustrating.
I think that's a bit of a shift as well at the moment, because started off again with the Kardashians. They seem to lead the way with a lot of aesthetic stuff, but they came out with a list of everything they'd ever done, like literally, and Sculptra was on that, which is interesting. I'm not like in any way affiliated by Sculptra, by the way. I just think it's good. But yeah, so I think that's another thing. People are becoming more open about it. I think it's going to become more like you've got your dentist, you've got your hairdresser, you've got your esthetician. And I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Well, I've learned a lot.
Yeah, me too. And thank you so much. I'm dead excited for Monday.
So's Faye. Don't need to work the rest of the week.
Faye's like ching ching ching.
I do have a client who comes in and she calls herself my pension plan. So you can be my new pension plan.
Yeah, it's a deal. Well, everyone could just follow my journey with Faye from now on. Yeah,
seriously.
All right. See you later, sweet pea. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Faye.